This week, Rider Guide gave me a budget of $500 to spend on Amazon to buy some upgrades for the eRide Pro SS. Now, the only upgrade I've done to my eRide has been the eBMX 9000 controller. Apart from that, everything else is completely stock, even down to the grips. So obviously $500 isn't a whole bunch of money. I'm not going to be able to transform this thing and make a cool Instagram edit out of it or anything like that. But it is definitely enough to upgrade certain things on this bike, such as the tires, the ergonomics, and the brakes. So those are the main things I'm going to be looking at. Let's hop on Amazon and see what I get. I know what you're thinking. Hammy, that's it? Yeah, that's about it. $500 doesn't stretch that far. Not as much as it used to. What the fuck is this? That's gonna be distracting for the viewer. I'm also waiting on tires, which haven't arrived yet. Even with a stolen Amazon password, my parts still haven't arrived within 3 weeks. So, but anyway, let's open up this box and see what I got. That wasn't over dramatic, that was necessary. Okay, first off, I picked up new gloves. Okay, this is the Fly Racing gloves. Will be linked down below. Obviously, everything's gonna be linked down below. That's how we make money on this channel. But the reason why I picked these up is because you can use your smartphone while having these on. A lot of gloves do that now, but the last pair I had didn't do that, and it was very frustrating when I was trying to change the maps or, you know, take a selfie with all my friends. And they're also bright red. They look really cool, and they were a pretty solid deal as well. Okay, moving on to some stuff that actually involves the bike. I picked up some stuff from Moto. I got a direct stem mount. Now, the reason why I wanted to pick this up is so I could have a bit more adjustability on the handlebar height, and also they look a bit cool and a bit more premium quality. Shit. Moving on to brakes, I got some new brake pads. God, this video just gets better and better, doesn't it? These are the TRP brake pads, come highly recommended. I go through brake pads a lot. But speaking of brakes and Moto, I also picked up a 250mm rotor. Now, I picked this upgrade up before for my Surron Lightbeat, and it did make a significant difference to the braking power and overall just quality of the brakes without having to get a whole new upgraded Magura system, which would have cost me like 400 bucks. And obviously don't have the budget for that on this build. But maybe this video does well and you guys like and subscribe and buy all the products we have linked down below. I might get a bigger budget and we'll have more fun. What's in this one? Really? Ugh. Fine. There you go, just like the body in the backyard. This is super important because I forgot about this. When you pick this up for your eRide or your Surron, you absolutely have to make sure you get this mount that attaches to the swing arm. If you do not get that, you will not be able to mount the caliper onto the rotor because this is a significantly bigger rotor than what comes on the stock version. Also got a Moto beer koozie. This was free. This was not part of the budget. Oh yeah, grips, high quality grips. They kind of look exactly the same, but I don't know, it's got a name brand there. Now, like I mentioned, I did also get some tires. I got the Tusk ground wire tires. I'd say about 4,000 people recommended getting those tires for these e-bikes. So once they come, we're gonna install them on there. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the most significant upgrade. People always are praising these tires to me, so can't wait to get those on and see how the bike handles in the dirt. Handlebars, I got it in the gold color, because that's how I roll these days. These have a slight bit more rise than the stock ones, as well as a little bit of an angle. I don't know, we'll see how I like them. I bought them because they look cool. Anyway, so let's jump to an installation compilation. Hopefully you don't click off and watch some cat videos instead. Stick around, you'll learn nothing. Oh yeah, did you like that? I sure did. First off, as you can see, it is very cold in here. As a matter of fact, it's about -20. Water supply is running low. But in positive news, I got the tires installed. I did not do them myself. I went to a tire shop and had them install them. Now, you can do this by yourself with a bit of soap and some skill. But every time I've done it, I always end up pinching the tube and having to wait a whole nother week to get a new set. So that's why I go to a tire shop. Dang, I look like I'm in an apocalypse movie right now. Or tweak a shack. Anyway, I did want to address something real quick, and that is that these right here are reverse thread. That is very, very important because you will absolutely strip the living shit out of them if you don't know that. Reverse thread, very important. Wow, look at that, you must be thinking. I know, it looks completely identical. From the naked eye, it is definitely difficult to see where the $500 went, but obviously the most important upgrades to this bike have been the Tusk ground wire tires and the 250mm rotor at the back. They will make the biggest difference as far as performance goes. I was a little unsure about the golden handlebars, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not the most stylish guy, As you can see, I would wear this to a wedding and a funeral. But honestly, man, the handlebars and with the direct mount stem from Ripmoto, the cockpit does look significantly better. I'm actually surprised at how much I like these upgrades, and it just makes the bike feel a bit more premium. Obviously, there is still a lot more work that needs to be done. I'd like to get a 16-inch wheel on the back so it can fit a smaller, fatter tire and really take advantage of this bike's new power that the controller has given it. Obviously, suspension would be nice as well, but my God, suspension is so expensive. Even like Fox 40s from the front. This is all the upgrades that the 14-year-old kids do in the suburbs. Like $1,200 for a decent pair, if you could even find one. So let me know down below if there's any other suspension upgrades you recommend that are within somewhat a reasonable budget. Anyway, let's hop on and see if these upgrades have made a difference. There we go, good, good. I'd like to mention that I've been riding the eRide Pro SR past couple of days. New review on my old channel. Oh, shit! Ah! Right into a bush. Oh, that's squirrely. Brand new tires, man. Also a lot of soft dirt, soft dry dirt. A little bit difficult to ride in. And also, like I said, I've been riding the SR, so hopping back on this thing, much lighter, much lighter. It's amazing how much heavier these newer e-bikes are getting now. So to hop back on this thing with lighter weight, but just still has that power. All right, so we're gonna take this thing up my technical trail, just see how it handles with the new handlebars and the tires and the brakes, go back down, and then hit my little short circuit, and then we'll call it. It is definitely interesting getting used to it. The front feels a bit more, I'm not sure how to describe it, a bit easier to slip because these tires are just so new and knobby. But however, right now the thick back wheel is playing advantage. I haven't ridden this trail in a while. Whew. Making it up. So rutted out. Still not bad. Doing decent. Let me know down below what kind of other upgrades I should do to this thing before we get rid of it. Obviously, I think coming fairly soon, we should have one of the newer e-bikes, like hopefully the Ultra Sigma, maybe our very own eRide Pro SR. That would be great. But you know what? I would love to send this thing off. It deserves all the respect in the world. It's been a good friend to me. Super fun bike to ride, even still, out the box. With minimal upgrades, $500 worth of upgrades, still nothing rips up that trail quite like this thing can. Right then, time to go back down. This is gonna be a good test of how that new back brake is doing. As you can see, this trail is just torn up, man. Woo! So, oh, almost lost it. I did prefer the handlebars with a little bit less rise on them, at least for doing riding like this. Kind of feels like, I think that's a problem I was kind of talking about earlier. Maybe not the tire. I think it's just the extra rise on the bars. Gives me a little less control. It's like they sway a lot more. Doing good, dancing on the balls of my feet. It's what you gotta do when coming down trails like this. You gotta kind of surf the bike. You don't so much steer it, you surf it. That's the important thing to do. Let the handlebars do what they want to do. Just politely guide them around and you'll glide on the surfaces rather than ride through them. Hopefully that made sense. It made sense in my stupid head. All right, down to the bottom. Nice and easy, super dry, super loose. Still fun as hell. All right, I don't normally take you guys down this trail. This is a fun one too. Little bumpy, little ruddy. Some loose dirt right here. Beautiful, perfect. Pick up some speed. Lovely. What I love about the eRides is that you really don't have to do a whole lot to them to just have mountains and mountains of fun. Like you can drop thousands and thousands into these bikes. But the truth is to just come out, have a good time in the trails, even by yourself like I am right now, which I don't recommend doing.
You know, just the value for money you get out of these bikes, especially something like the eRide. $500 worth of upgrades, tires, brakes, some handlebars. That's all you need. Oh yeah, and the eBMX 9000, which we have upgraded below. That is probably the most important thing I've done on that bike, was the eBMX 9000. I love this little circuit. It's a fun one. Woo! Oh, I could do this all day. All right, let's do one more lap for good measure. Oh, dig in. Woo! I think that was my fastest one yet. Overall, man, what $500 has done to a bike that... what am I trying to say? Overall, what $500 has done to a bike that I already love, it's just made it even better. I can't wait to start bolting on some more upgrades to this thing and turn it into the beast that I know it can. A better front fork would make a huge difference on this trail. You guys see how bumpy and ruddy it is. It's difficult to manage. Overall, I think I've picked a fairly decent batch of parts for the budget that I had. Let me know down below what I should upgrade next, what you've upgraded in your bikes. All right, thanks for watching.